Hi guys, you are welcome to Nestele, still on the month of romance. If this is your first time, I am Nez. Welcome to Nestele, it's a book community. Always sit down here. What we do here is to sit down, talk about books, and hopefully convince you to read. And we are in the month of romance where we are exploring the creative genius of, of Amaka Azi. And today we are reading the third book of a trilogy that we started earlier this month called The Judge's Secrets. I love this book. This book is awesome. But before I start, right, what makes Amaka the creative genius that I'm calling her right now is that she wraps a lot of Nigerian issues in romance. So it's like you're reading a romance book and you're enjoying yourself, getting high, being happy, but the underlying factor of the book is a certain issue in Nigeria. We explored domestic violence, the male child syndrome, the mental illness, even homosexuality. We've also explored the fake drug epidemic, let's call it that, here in Nigeria. And in this particular one, it's about the child slave, right? If you're not Nigerian, I will explain a little better. For centuries, Nigeria in particular has a history of bringing young people into homes to train them. I don't know if you understand. Like, I know it's very popular even in the eastern part of Nigeria. Till date, it's very possible to have a child as young as 10 years, 11-year-old. The parents of that child would lead that child to someone else who will train them in a particular thing. In the eastern part of Nigeria, is mostly trade. So it's like if the boy's master, I put the master in quotes because I know it sounds horrible, but just be with me. If the boy's oga is what we call it in this thing. So it's like your master is a spare parts dealer. Spare part dealer, that's parts of a car. You deal in car parts and all that. So you will the boy will learn how to be a part dealer. So when this boy reaches like 18 or 20 years, this oga would give him money to start his own shop, knowing fully well that he has trained him well to be able to do the business well. So this is something that has existed for the longest time. However, in the past, let's say 20 years or so, the whole idea has taken a downturn. I don't know whether it's always been that way or is now being brought to light. But what then happens is that a lot of these kids get greatly maltreated. Like, I know that in the 80s, there were people that had helps. A lot of us as kids knew people that had helps as family members, some parents will come and hand their child over to you. Just take care of my child, put her through school, because the parents cannot afford it. So you put them through school. In exchange, the child works for the house. So it's like things like cleaning, cooking, maybe going to market. So it's like those things used to happen, but somehow there's been a very high maltreatment issue. So for the past like about a little over 20 years now, you're hearing of horrible things being done to these kids. That is where this has become a major problem. So that is what this book is wrapped around. I'm explaining this very well because it's not, while it is the theme of the story, it is not the major, as in it didn't play a major part. Like, the story could have gone on without this happening. I don't know if you understand, without this particular thing being there. I just, that was pretty much there. Anyway, The Judge's Secrets. Let us begin the story. Let us begin the main story, right? Okay, so The Judge's Secrets is the story of Femi. Now, I told you about the trilogy. I'll put all the pictures here. There is the senator's daughter, which is beautiful Nosa, fine boy Nosa. Then there is the governor's wife, who is what do I call him? A adventurous Phil, and then there is the Judge's Secret, which is the awkward Femi. Femi is a lawyer, but he's extremely awkward. He's awkward, he's socially awkward, like he doesn't quite know how to be, and then he's an easy target. Like, if you've read all the other books, you would notice that he's somebody that it's easy for his friends to make fun of him. Like, it's very easy. Like, he'll just say one thing and they always easy to find things to jab at him at. So he's that guy. So Femi is minding his own business, right? He's dating this girl. This was 7 years ago, right? Femi was minding his own business, dating this wonderful girl. He lived in Abuja. The girl lived in Lagos. And he decided to propose to his girlfriend. And he decided to come and do this surprise thing for his girlfriend. Buys his ring. He's excited. He's jittery. He's all that. He gets there to surprise his girlfriend. And lo and behold, he walks into the room and sees his girlfriend in the very act with her boss, right? They are like doing the dirty, doing the nasty. And He's like, wow, okay. So he loses his mind for a few seconds and all that, and he's in Lagos. He lives in Abuja, but he lives in Lagos. He gets angry, walks to a bar, and starts drinking like a crazy person. So he's drinking there, and he's forming some very annoying notions in his head about what he should be. That in fact, he started of doing blah blah blah, whatever. And in the course of doing all this, he decided that in fact he's going to pick up a girl. Now remember, he's awkward and very socially shy, so it's like he starts trying to hook up with any girl that he sees there. Girls laugh at him and he cannot do anything. So when he was now sitting there being defeated, a girl walks up to him. Bianca is her name. Bianca walks up to him and is like, it looks like both of us are going to work, let us do this. And they go and they have one of the most explosive nights of their life. Like it lasts like the whole night. And proof of it is actually in the morning when Femi wakes up and sees that Bianca has dropped money on the bed for him and left. He felt so insulted. He should have collected his money, Shai. Nothing to do. He collected his money and then left. However, he had a lot of concerns about what happened. First of all, he had so much fun. He feels like he should find this person again. But the girl is like zit. He cannot find it. He has lost trace, nothing. He has lost this girl, Bianca. So that's how, Femi goes back. So in present day, 7 years after now, present days, Femi goes back and is now working as a lawyer for this, for a company that takes care of the child trafficking people. There's actually a unit for it here in Nigeria. It's called NAPTIP. I'll write the full whatever it says. So I can feel free to report the case in case you see any. I'll also keep the description below so that in case you hear anything about it, you'll know where you can check, and all that. So he, in conjunction with NAPTIP and some NGO and all that, he's taking care of a particular girl who is being greatly maltreated by an uncle, even though it was the mother that handed the girl over, and all that. So he walks into the court to do his work, and lo and behold, he looks at the judge. And even though he doesn't recognize her at first, it turns out that Madam Judge is Madam Bianca. So, Madam Bianca is not Bianca actually. Her name is, I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'll write it here too. I'll write the name. And the story unfolds from there. This story is so wonderful. I don't want to tell you the whole thing. But the judge's secret, there's so much more to it because, first of all, Bianca is married. Is a married woman. Married to a very big influential family. So it's like, why did she do this? And so it's like the story takes a whole turn that you don't even expect to see it happening. But that's pretty much it with this story. I'm not saying any more, right? But this story is actually very good. It's good. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's because for the first, let's say, 4 to 5 pages, I was waiting for it to land. Like, when am I going to get grabbed? But because it's Amaka and I trust her, I said, okay, let me just continue. And it was worth it. Honestly, I'm here for it. I love the story. I love Femi and Ioma story. I've not seen that name, so I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, that's pretty much it with this story. So another major angle now comes from Ioma's side, right? Ioma is now a judge, right? She's a very young judge, the youngest on the seat in Abuja. She had moved to Abuja now and all that. So it's like, okay, so this major thing happens. What am I going to do? This person is going to ruin my career, my life. What am I going to do? Do you understand? So it's like, is that interested, like, mix hiding things, not hiding things, taking compromises, not taking compromises, does everything actually blow up or not? And in between all this, they are still trying to fight a case of trying to take care of a girl or a set of people that needed some help. So that's it with this book. So I like this one. I didn't see it landing as good as it did, but I did. Like the first few pages, I was like, when are we starting? But I trust the author, so it came around and I loved it. It's worth it. I don't know if I've introduced myself. In case it's your first time, my name is Nezo. Please subscribe, okay? Subscribe. Join the community. All we're doing is reading books, talking about them. So if you know anything about this type of story, of course, feel free to share, like, so that more people can get to know, about what's up and all that. Then please leave a comment below, whatever is up and all that. Then share with your friends, and then I'm going to put a link up here to Thorns and Roses. So far, that has been my favorite book from Amaka. So at least here you can get to know about it and decide whether you can read it. I realized in all my other videos I've not been saying where these books are available. It's available on Bambooks, it's available on Scribd, it's available on Amazon to buy. Also, there is a link the author gave me. If in case you want to buy, I'm going to leave it in the description box, so you can go there and buy and you enjoy. But this book is like, I like it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.